In this 2020 Player Outlook, we're talking Clyde Edwards-Helaire, running back, Kansas City Chiefs. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like, turn on that notification icon so you can stay up to date with each of our nightly live streams, 5 nights a week, as well as all of the Player Outlooks that we're dropping over here on YouTube.
Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been probably the most polarizing fantasy prospect I've come across in a long time. Coming into rookie drafts from the dynasty perspective, he, was probably right around the 10. At that time, obviously, Damian Williams was still a thing and hadn't opted out. And, we've got Darrell Williams and Darwin Thompson and all these other backs. Ultimately, what the thing is that this is a prolific offense. And you want shares of this offense because when you do, it's gold. Edwards-Helaire walks into a really great situation. Our boy Adam Gross on the team chat put it really well. There's either epic love for him or epic hate. Most of our team is on the love side. I'm cautiously optimistic. My biggest concern is at 5'7", 207. We've not seen a lot of guys at that size really carry the load for a long time. But 2020 is a perfect opportunity for him to really take a hold of this backfield and run with it. When you look at his LSU stats, everyone remembers 2019 with this offense that blows up and 60 passing touchdowns. And, he had, 16 on the ground and 1 in the air touchdown-wise. But he had a good sophomore season, too. He still had, right around 1,300 all-purpose yards and, 7 touchdowns. So, he's had some consistent production that leads us to believe that he can be successful at the next level. Now, obviously, the 2018 LSU offense was far less superior. He only averaged like 4.5 yards per carry, where in 2019 he was up at 6.6 yards per carry. So we know that there were some significant differences, and this obviously was a much improved 2019 LSU team. But he goes to the NFL to a Super Bowl winning team that only got better in the offseason. They made good moves, and then they drafted him in the back end of the first round. I mean, the sky appears to be the limit. I've seen guys say as high as the second round in your 2020 redrafts is probably about the spot where you're going to need to start thinking about if you're going to take him, because people are going to overpay for him. He is a very hot commodity right now. More so just because of the offense that he's in. He landed in a perfect spot to really take control of it. He's a good pass catcher out of the backfield. He's a good runner between the tackles. He can get outside. He's got enough speed and wiggle to his game that he can do all the things. So that shows us all the reason in the world to be excited about CEH moving into 2020. Even as a rookie, even with everything that's gone on, he has the best shot of being just an RB1 from this rookie class immediately. Think of guys like Jonathan Taylor. He's got Marlon Mack with him. DeAndre Swift's got Kerryon Johnson with him. J.K. Dobbins has literally 800 running backs with him. The other guys have a lot of question marks. So if you're looking for a young running back that you can take a shot on, CEH poses the best chance for success. But you're really going to have to go early at him if you want to get him, because the world as a whole is very high on him, especially in 2020, especially in redrafts. With everything that's going on, he could be a huge part of that offense. But you got to remember, from the receiving side, he's probably going to get somewhere around, probably 30 to 50 targets, I would guess, because they just have so many pass catchers that, I would probably expect similar receiving numbers to what he saw at LSU, where he had like 55 catches in his senior season. I would say that's probably more like the ceiling of what he could get at Kansas City, depending on how this offense deploys itself, because there's just so many really nice pass-catching options, and there's just so many mouths to feed. It's going to be really difficult for him to get huge numbers, but those are still really good numbers. That'll keep him in the RB1 conversation and probably be a weekly RB1 as long as he stays healthy. As long as he plays full slate of games. Obviously, that's not a concern for us. He played 15 last year with that insane offense, 13 the year before, 10 even his freshman season when he didn't get a ton of action. He was still in 10 games. So sky's the limit. We're really excited about CEH. We think you will be as well when you draft him in your 2020 leagues. Let us know in the comments. If you've drafted him or you've already had your redrafts, where's he going? how early did you see him go, especially now that Damian Williams has opted out and there's a clear way for him to make it to RB1? Let us know in the comments. Go to rotoheat.com for our rankings, our ADP, and all things fantasy football.
Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.